Hello, friends. So, today we are going to discuss what kind of books we should read for history optional. Right. Generally, when we prepare history for general studies, we cover NCRTs, right? We go for spectrum also, right? Bipin Chandra for modern India, right? But when we take history as an optional, what kind of right books we should refer to? Today we are going to see this right in this short video. Fine. So today we will see book list for history optional. Done. And as I indicated, whenever we go for history optional, you will get lots of suggestion. है ना? कुछ लोग आपको कुछ सजेस्ट करेंगे, कुछ लोग आपको कुछ सजेस्ट करेंगे, कुछ कहेंगे इग्नो बुकलेट सारी पढ़नी है, एमए वाली पढ़नी है, बीए वाली पढ़नी है। कुछ लोग कहेंगे कि अरे नहीं, एनसीईआरटी काफी है, एनसीईआरटी से हो जाता है। आपको कई तरह के बुक्स का सजेशन मिलेगा बच्चों। आर एस शर्मा की बात होगी, उपिंदर सिंह की बात होगी, डीएन झा की बात होगी, रोमिला थापर की बात होगी, और मिडेवल इंडिया में सतीश चंद्र सजेस्ट किया जाएगा, जेएल मेहता सजेस्ट किया जाएगा। फाइन। इसके अलावा कुछ टॉपर्स तो आपको एएल बासम, रिजवी भी सजेस्ट करेंगे। मॉडर्न इंडिया में तो और ज्यादा सजेशंस आपके पास होगा। कुछ लोग कहेंगे कि बिपिन चंद्र काफी है, कुछ लोग कहेंगे स्पेक्ट्रम इज इनफ। They will also recommend Shekhar Bandhopadhyay, Palasi to Partition, and some, good friends will suggest you about Sumit Sarkar. What to do? What to do? What all you should leave? Can we read all these books? And then, when it comes to world history, you have more confusion because we have many popular books. Jain Mathur, you have Norman Lowe, you have some NCRTs available, you have some IGNO booklets available. So what to do? Fine. So we are going to tell you that what is the basic minimum, right? There is no limit, but we have to rely on some good text and of course one good compiled material. बच्चों, जब भी हम किसी कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट को ज्वाइन करते हैं या उसकी कुछ बुक रेफर करते हैं तो वो एक कंपाइल्ड मटेरियल होता है। आप बिल्कुल उस पर रिलाई कर सकते हैं, नो डाउट अबाउट इट, लेकिन यू हैव टू रेफर टू सम टेक्स्ट, है ना बच्चों। मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि अगर आपके पास किसी कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट का मटेरियल है या कोई कंपाइल्ड बुक है तो वो अच्छी नहीं है, वो बेहतर है बच्चों, वो इंपॉर्टेंट है, हमें उसकी जरूरत होती है, लेकिन हमें कुछ टेक्स्ट को भी यूज करना चाहिए, हमें प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन को भी देखना चाहिए, राइट? ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड इट। I said, when you start preparing for history optional for civil services examination, so you can rely on your class notes, right? But you have to see previous year question, right? You have to see any compilation of previous year question, you have to purchase it, है ना बच्चे। आपको हमेशा देखते रहना होगा कि पिछले साल क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है, क्या ट्रेंड है, हम उसे मैनेज कर पा रहे हैं या नहीं, एंड वी हैव टू रीड सम टेक्स्ट बुक, some textbook. Are you getting it? So there is a role of this textbook. At least one for ancient, for one for medieval, one for modern, one for world history. There is a need, right? And of course, you are going for NCERT reading. NCERT reading. NCERT books you have to read. And of course, we can use some booklet of IGNO material. IGNO. Some IGNO book, some IGNO material, not all. Suppose some IGNO material on economic development of medieval India, technological development during medieval period, right? Some art and architecture related booklet of IGNO. So there are some IGNO booklet which you can refer. I hope you are getting it. आपको लगेगा कि अरे आपने तो सब कुछ इंक्लूड कर लिया कि टेक्स्ट बुक भी करनी है, प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन भी देखनी है, क्लास नोट्स भी करनी है, इग्नो भी पढ़ना है। नहीं नहीं, मैंने सब कुछ इंक्लूड नहीं किया। मैंने कहा कि आप क्लास नोट्स पे बिल्कुल रिलाई कर सकते हैं, या किसी इंस्टीट्यूट का अगर आपके पास प्रिंटेड नोट्स है, सपोज हमारे यहां संपूर्ण बुक है ना, तो ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन यूज देम, नो डाउट अबाउट इट। लेकिन मैंने कहा बच्चों कि हमें एक एक टेक्स्ट बुक जरूर यूज करनी है। वी हैव टू यूज वन टेक्स्ट बुक, राइट? यू बिलीव मी, it can change your approach. Your approach would be simple. You can handle some complicated question, right? So, what all we should read? मैं आपको इस छोटे से वीडियो में एक हिंट देता हूं। तो हम लोग जानते हैं बच्चों कि यू हैव पेपर 1 इन हिस्ट्री ऑप्शनल। इन हिस्ट्री ऑप्शनल we have paper 1 and we have paper 2, right? And in paper 1 you have two sections. In paper 2 you have two sections, section A, section B. Section A is ancient, section B is medieval, right? Paper 2 section A is modern, modern India, ancient India, I hope you know this, medieval India, modern India, and then you have world history also. And in modern India you have some topic related to post independence consolidation. So you have some topic of post independence, right? So I will tell you some very important text for ancient, for medieval, for modern, and then for world history, right? For ancient India, for ancient India, what should be our approach? We can start with NCERT, old NCERT or new NCERT, you can start. And the most popular NCERT is by Professor R.S. Sharma. R.S. Sharma. You can read NCERT. For general studies also you are reading NCERT, right? If you are not taking history as an optional, you are reading NCERT, but you have to read NCERT. And you have to, mark all those places mentioned in NCERT. because they are asking question on map, right? Map based sites. So you have to see what all places are mentioned in NCERT and you have to see them on map, right? So NCERT you have to read. This is the step 1. Fine, bache. So step 1 is this. Then step 2 is after this R.S. Sharma's NCERT, step 2 is you can go for a simple reading of D.N. Jha. D.N. Jha, right? And then step 3 is you can refer to some chapters of Upinder Singh. Some chapter of Upinder Singh. Some chapters. Right? There are some chapters which are important, which are relevant according to your syllabus. You will understand it after reading D.N. Jha. You will come to know that okay, these areas we have to add, and you can add it from Upinder Singh. Right? Of course, some art, some religion, some culture related areas can be used from A.L. Basam, but you can avoid for optional. Of course, for general studies, there is a need to add. So, for ancient India, I would say that D.N. Jha पतली किताब है बच्चे, ऐसा मत समझना है कि बहुत मोटी किताब है. उपिंदर सिंह एक मोटी किताब है, बट D.N. Jha, राइट, यू विल सी, एक पतली किताब है, यू कैन यूज दैट. So, I said you can use R.S. Sharma. R.S. Sharma, this is old NCERT only. R.S. Sharma, old NCERT. Right? There is no need to use A.L. Basam, but if you are using A.L. Basam, religion related chapter, religion or architecture or art related chapter, right? D.N. Jha is a complete book you can use, and some chapters of Upinder Singh. Mainly Upinder Singh can be used for source, can use for South India. Suppose megalithic culture. So Upinder Singh can be used for mainly sources. It can be used for South Indian history. It can used for, you can say, some economic development, suppose trade routes, urbanization. So these areas you can cover better from Upinder Singh. Is that fine, bache? So ancient India, you can rely on one NCERT of R.S. Sharma and a very popular book, D.N. Jha, Outline of Ancient India, and some chapters of, right, Upinder Singh can be used. Some chapters of A.L. Basam can also be used. Fine, particularly culture, religion related chapters. Is that fine? If you have to leave one book out of 4, I would say that you can leave this, A.L. Basam. Is that done? Then coming to medieval India. In medieval India, of course, you have NCERT reading. And then the most popular book is 2 volumes of Satish Chandra. Satish Chandra, there are 2 volumes, right? Volume 1 and volume 2. Volume 1 and volume 2. So these 2 volumes you can use. These are enough. These are very good, right? And of course, there is one volume, volume 3 of J.L. Mehta, right? J.L. Mehta. This book also, generally it is recommended for Bhakti movement, Sufi movement, cultural development. So these book you can say use for your optional. Fine. So generally, if you rely on one book, I would say that Satish Chandra is a very good book for medieval India. You can handle most of the question of medieval India, right? From, you can say, Satish Chandra. But remember, in ancient India, you have map, and for map, you have to, you can say, use Upinder Singh. You have to use, right, NCRT. So map is the real challenge, and Upinder Singh can be used for map, right? It can be used for this, can be used for map also, for map sites also. Done. So medieval India, you have Satish Chandra, but if you have done it, you can use JL Mehta also. Is that fine? Now coming to modern India, right? In modern India, you have some popular books like, of course, you have Bipin Chandra, NCRT. We have Bipin Chandra's book. You have NCRT, and then, right, India's struggle for independence. So you can use that. You have B.L. Grover's book. B.L. Grover's book. So it's a very good book, generally important for, right, some development before 1857, right? So suppose policies of different governor general, suppose story about Mysore, Marathas, right? So B.L. Grover, education policy, economic policy, commercialization of agriculture, all these areas are better covered in B.L. Grover, right? And of course, you have a very popular book, Shekhar Bandhopadhyay. Fine. So Shekhar Bandhopadhyay is used. Why? Because you will understand some statement-based question when you read Shekhar Bandhopadhyay. Right. So in general, in modern India, you have Shekhar Bandhopadhyay is the now most popular book. Most popular now. Shekhar Bandhopadhyay, Policy to Partition. And you should read it for statement-based question. And Bipin Chandra, History of Modern India is the step 1. It is the step 1. And then you can use Bipin Chandra's India's Struggle for Independence or India's development after independence. For Bipin, right, for all these areas, Bipin Chandra is very important. But you all have Spectrum as a popular book, and when you read Spectrum, you can handle, right, most of the popular question of modern India. So if you want to avoid Bipin Chandra, if you want to avoid B.L. Grover, you can go for Spectrum book. So one book, you can say Spectrum book. Spectrum's book, right, on modern India is also a good compilation. It's a good compilation. मेरी बात, I hope you are getting it. मैं कह रहा हूं कि अगर आप इंडिया स्ट्रगल फॉर इंडिपेंडेंस या B.L. ग्रोवर की मॉडर्न इंडिया को अवॉइड करना चाहते हो, तो आप स्पेक्ट्रम को भी रिलाई कर सकते हो. इसका मतलब अगर आप स्पेक्ट्रम पे काम कर रहे हो बच्चों, तो हिस्ट्री ऑप्शनल के भी, राइट, 60-70% क्वेश्चन आप हैंडल कर लोगे. लेकिन हाँ, कुछ स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन के लिए आपको शेखर बंदोपाध्याय का हेल्प लेना होता है. तो इफ यू कैन हैंडल स्पेक्ट्रम एंड शेखर बंदोपाध्याय, तो हमारा काम हो जाता है. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? हमारा काम, मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन हमें मिल जाता है, राइट? आपको पता है 1 or 2 क्वेश्चन कैन ऑलवेज बी फ्रॉम डिफरेंट एरियाज. So you can always use Shekhar Bandhopadhyay, but I suggested it should not be your step 1 in modern India. You should read first NCRT, you should read some basic book first, then only you can use Shekhar Bandhopadhyay, राइट। तो शेखर बंदोपाध्याय एक अच्छी किताब है, लेकिन अगर आपके पास बैकग्राउंड हो तो फाइन। नाउ कमिंग टू वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री, राइट। वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री के लिए you have some NCRT. You can start with NCRT, right? अर्जुन देव और 9th-10th क्लास जो रिलेवेंट चैप्टर है अपने सिलेबस के अनुसार, हमेशा याद रखना है बच्चे, वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री की जो एनसीईआरटी है आपको यूज करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू योर सिलेबस। हमारे पास सिलेबस है इनलाइटेनमेंट से लेकर डिसइंटीग्रेशन ऑफ यूएसएसआर तक। आपको देखना है कि कौन कौन सा एरिया एनसीईआरटी से आप यूज कर सकते हो। सो यू कैन यूज एनसीईआरटी, you can use Jain and Mathur. Jain Mathur is a good compiled book, Jain and Mathur, right? And you can also use Norman Loeb. This is the best book available, best book available, but on world history, Norman Loeb. But problem is it covers, right, some portion of your syllabus. नॉर्मन लोबे पूरे सिलेबस को कवर नहीं करता। तो जैन एंड माथुर, व्हाई वी आर रिकमेंडिंग, व्हाई जनरली इट इज रिकमेंडेड जैन माथुर, व्हाई जैन एंड माथुर कैन बी यूज्ड, बिकॉज इट कवर्स द इंटायर सिलेबस, है ना बच्चे। हमें तो सिलेबस पर काम करना होता है एंड इट कवर्स द इंटायर सिलेबस, सो देयरफॉर जैन एंड माथुर इज मोर रेलेवेंट फॉर अस। You can use Jain and Mathur, but yes, in some areas, in some chapters, right, particularly development after World War, you have very interesting, very organized material in Norman Loeb, Mastering World History. Is that fine? So this was a brief description. I'm not saying that IGNO material is not good, but IGNO entire material you can use only when you have some idea about the syllabus, about the subject. So after covering all this thing, you can always use some booklet of IGNO material. You will definitely qualify, right? You will definitely qualify. So thanks a lot, and right, all the best for your examination. All the best for your examination, right? Done. Thank you.